President Trump has had a great first year. You look at the numbers on the economic front, where the market is, the amount of new jobs that have been created into the millions, unemployment at a 17-year low, consumer confidence at a 17-year high. On the judiciary front, getting Neil Gorsuch confirmed. On the national security front, I just got back from the Middle East a couple days ago. It's my third year visiting the troops in Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan, Kuwait, Jordan on this trip. I have not seen their confidence as high. ISIS is getting wiped off the map all across Iraq and Syria. Our military is feeling good about it. It's being very clear for ISIS that any type of caliphate that they want to establish under a Trump presidency is going to be a caliphate in hell. They're getting wiped out of Iraq, but also seeing extraordinary gains in Syria. And on the veteran front, we passed an expansion of the GI Bill that the president signed into law, the Whistleblower Protection Act for our Department of Veterans Affairs getting passed and signed into law. So I'm just giving a few examples of where I think the president's had a great 2017. And I stand with him. I support him. It doesn't mean we're going to agree 100% of the time. Right. But that's what, this is about, working together, and hopefully more wins in 2018.
Well, and Congress, I know you were tweeting throughout the day about the protests we're seeing in Iran, and you had tweeted that the big difference between what we saw in 2009 when President Obama was criticized for his inaction or for standing on the sidelines. A lot of people were critical in saying that, and so you said the big difference between that and now is because President Trump, we're seeing leadership. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about what's going on and what you anticipate or hope to see from the Trump administration in addressing this?
Well, the president's leadership right now is critical. We need to learn our lesson from 2009. President Obama missed an opportunity. Millions of Iranians back in 2009 in the Green Revolution protesting the undemocratic election took to the streets. They wanted to overthrow the Iranian regime. President Obama basically said it was none of our business and we weren't involved at all. President Trump understands that an important lesson learned, that this is an opportunity making sure that we're not going to be propping up the wrong regime anymore. It's the Iranian regime right now that is calling America the Great Satan. They're pledging to wipe us off the map. They test fired intercontinental ballistic missiles in violation of UN Security Council resolution. It's the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism, financing terror. They have blood on their hands with dead U.S. service members, overthrowing foreign governments. These are just some of the examples. And Iranians are taking to the streets. They're emboldened, and President Trump is sounding off on it. He's realizing that we can't just say this is none of our business. If there was a free, stable, democratic Iran like millions of Iranians want, the Middle East would be better, American national security would be stronger, our allies would be stronger, our military would be safer, and the president recognizes that. The president realizes that American exceptionalism is nothing to apologize for. American greatness is something for us to be proud of. He's unapologetic about his love for America and understanding that our enemies, our adversaries don't respect weakness, they only respect strength. We can't be silent, not because we want war, but because we want to prevent it.
Well, thank you, Congressman. We appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, and Happy New Year, Lisa.
Thank you. You too.